What's going on, y'all? We're back with another week recap. Today, we got week 3. A pretty good week, pretty solid week. Some interesting games, some good games. I think this was like I said, I feel like this was a pretty solid week. It was some good games this week. Did we have any blowouts? Yeah, Eagles and Commanders, that was pretty much a blowout. Jaguars and Chargers, pretty much a blowout. That was it. 2 really. And I just feel like Eagles Commanders weren't really a blowout, just a dominant win. We're gonna start off with the Steelers versus the Browns. Mitch Trubisky 207-0-0. I don't know, man. We got a lot of people saying that they want to see Kenny Pickett. Y'all let me know your thoughts. I'm not watching the full game, so I can't really give a good analysis on that. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. George Pickens made an amazing catch. Deontay Johnson did his thing. Defensively, they look like a pretty solid team, man. They do. Nick Chubb, another 100-yard game for him, going crazy. Jacoby Brissett doing pretty good. Amari Cooper 7 for 101. He looked good. David Njoku looking like a really big target for them. He's been pretty consistent for them this year. Look like they're using him a lot more. Browns look solid. Steelers look solid. I like the Steelers potential more, but once Deshaun Watson comes back, Browns, I don't know, man. They're gonna look a lot more dangerous. Like, I like Jacoby's playing good, so just think like he's playing good to his standards for sure. So just think when Watson comes, it's gonna be crazy. Bills versus Dolphins. Bills battling a bunch of injuries, so this was a game that I'm looking forward to see a rematch. They play again, so it'll be a good game. Josh Allen 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, 63 pass attempts, was crazy. He had 8 carries for 47 yards. Devin Singletary led them in receiving, a lot of screens. Isaiah McKenzie, he was a big target in this game. Diggs had him a decent amount of catches. Gabe Davis didn't really go too crazy, but he did decent. Jalen Waddle, killing it. 4 for 102. Really, I feel like defense really, when I was watching this game that I remember, I feel like defense really took over this game for the Dolphins. Tua had 186 for 1 touchdown. He was efficient, only had to throw 18 passes, but like defense really put them in a lot of good positions in this game. They did really good defensively. Like I said, I'm looking forward to see the rematch. Both teams, and hopefully the Bills are healthy next time. Both teams have really good potential this year. I think the Dolphins, if they keep it up, they build a lot of confidence, and maybe in that rematch they can still give them some fits even with the Bills healthier. Bengals versus the Jets. I think it was expected for the Bengals to win. It took them a little minute, but they started taking off with it. Joe Burrow 275, 3 touchdowns. Samaj Perine, he 9 for 47. Joe Mixon didn't really go too crazy. Tyler Boyd 4 for 105 and a touchdown. Got the trio right here all had pretty good games. Jamar didn't really go off, but he caught a touchdown, so that's good. Jets, Joe Flacco 285, 2 interceptions. Michael Carter led them in rushing. The run game really went all that. Tyler Conklin led them in receiving. Garrett Wilson right there behind him. Breece Hall, it felt like he had a pretty big impact in this game. He had a decent amount of touches. Averaged a decent amount of yards every time he touched the ball. Just look like they have potential. They nowhere near there, but they have potential. Raiders Titans, we had an upset. Coming into the season, I probably would have thought the Titans would be a decent team still, but they can always turn the tide. I think it was some years ago where they end up going on a winning streak. So, you never know. They can probably do it again this year. Derek Carr 303, 2 touchdowns and interception. Josh Jacobs. Josh be looking good sometimes, but I feel like they don't really use him that much. Same thing with Devontae. We know Devontae. But Mac Hollins went off. He had an amazing game. This was a breakout game for him. I hope he can continue this and keep this up. I really do. But that was an amazing game for him. Let's see. Titans, Ryan Tannehill 264, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Derrick Henry looked like himself. Not 100 yards, but he had a pretty solid game. Pretty good game actually. He had contributed 5 catches for 58 yards as well. Robert Woods looked a lot better. Looked like Robert Woods. Hopefully they can keep that up, getting him some more targets. I really hope so, because it's like, what did you bring him there for? He's the best receiver on the roster, so it's like, why was he not getting that production in the first 2 games? But we'll see how everything plays out moving forward with both teams. Like I said, Raiders iffy. 0-3, man. They got a tough start. Y'all let me know what y'all think they need to clean up. Like play calling at times is an issue. Protection at times is an issue as well. Pass protection. I don't know. Like I said, with Josh Jacobs, it's like he'll seem like he's getting real hot, and then they just don't really go to him. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the game is flowing. I don't know. And then Titans as well. We'll see how the season plays out for them. Saints versus the Panthers. Got Jameis Winston. He did decent except for the 2 picks. Alvin Kamara had him a pretty solid game coming back. Traquan Smith had him a good breakout game, and Chris Olave went off. But he went off kind of towards the end of the game, I think, as well. It wasn't really just all beginning. Baker Mayfield. Baker did, he's 12-25. I can't say he just did decent. Their defense, that's what I remember. Okay, their defense, they're really good in this game. That's what really helped them. Christian McCaffrey, 25 for 108. C-Mac is back. Laviska Shenault had him a pretty solid game. 2 catches for 90 yards. I think I thought he had a carry, but he popped off late in the game. That's kind of tough. Both defenses were playing pretty good, but the Panthers defense just played better in this one. It'll be a good rematch when they do play again. I felt like the Saints was the better team, but it didn't play out like that. Ravens versus Patriots. Lamar looking like MVP. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be between him and Josh Allen, I think. We'll see, but he's playing amazing. Another 100-yard rushing game, averaging 9 yards a carry, threw for 4 touchdowns. Justice Hill, he was looking nice. I ain't gonna lie, Justice Hill looking real shifty. I think they just keep rotating running backs. I like it. Just bring some young guys in through the draft. Just keep rotating. If you find a good guy, stick with him. If not, I feel like they could be like the 49ers when it comes to running backs. And they're gonna work it out. Mark Andrews, great game from him. He made some big catches in this game. 8 for 89, 2 touchdowns. Rashad Bateman looking good. Devin Duvernay looking good as well. They're looking like some solid receivers right now, man. Let's see. Patriots, Mac Jones injured, 3 interceptions, was tough. Ramondre Stevenson had him a pretty good game. Damian Harris got him a rushing touchdown as well. Devontae Parker went off. Devontae performed how I expected him to come in and perform. Now, will we see that moving forward? I don't know. I would hope so, and then with Mac being out, I don't know what to expect. But will we see that moving forward? I don't know. But that was the performance I expected. At least 90 yards in the first game or 80 yards in the second game. He made up for it in his third game, but I thought he was going to come in and be the number 1 guy, at least number 1, number 2 at least. But great game for him because I've seen him play with Miami. In his prime years, he's still a young receiver. He's not that old. I feel like he had that potential to come in and just dominate. Well, I ain't gonna say dominate, but come in and have a huge impact. But everything takes time, and we'll see how it plays out. We got a whole season to go. Jared Goff, Lions lost to the Vikings. Jamal Williams had him a good game. They have really good run blocking, but Jamal Williams had him a good game. In DeAndre Swift's absence, he got injured. Josh Reynolds looking pretty solid. Him and Amon-Ra have been pretty consistent for them over the past few weeks. Josh specifically, man, he been pretty consistent. I see they go to him a lot. Offensively, they looking pretty nice. Defensively, they looking pretty solid as well. Whoa, Justin Jefferson only had 3 catches for 14 yards. That's tough. I saw somebody told me on Twitch that he was getting triple covered all game, so I guess that's why. But Adam Thielen still is a good receiver. He don't really get them targets like that no more with Justin Jefferson there, but still a good receiver. Made an impact. KJ Osborne made an impact. Made him a nice catch. I think towards the end of the game, though, like that kind of sealed it for them. Dalvin Cook 17 for 96. He ended the game with that, but had an injury as well, so it's gonna be tough for them. But I like Alexander Madison, and I like Ty Chandler, that rookie that they have, and then they still have Kene Nwangwu. So I like their running backs a lot. If I'm being honest, I think they won't have a huge drop in production. As good as Dalvin Cook is, I think they'll be okay. Kirk did solid. 260 for 2 touchdowns. completion and all that, but it's pretty, the defense played pretty good as well. Eagles Commanders. Eagles look like a dominant team. We'll have to see them face up against a Buccaneers or a Packers or a let me think, a one of the another top team in the NFC, of Rams. Y'all list them down for me. But Jalen Hurts is looking amazing, man. Looking like he could be a potential MVP candidate. He could be in that conversation for sure. 340, 3 touchdowns. Miles Sanders had him a decent day. Devontae Smith went off, had him a really good game. AJ Brown did good as well. Grant Calcaterra got his first catch of the season. I think his first appearance. Had 1 for 40. Dallas Goedert had him a touchdown as well. They got a nice receiving core, nice running back core. Offensively, defensively, they're pretty stacked, man. Especially offensively as well. I gotta give him that. Commanders, Carson Wentz, 211, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. He hasn't really thrown too many interceptions this year, but definitely I feel like he's taking sacks in certain situations where he can get the ball out. I think he could do a little better with that. Terry McLaurin, 6 for 102. Curtis Samuel, 7 for 48. J.D. McKissick. I wonder if J.D. McKissick should have signed with the Bills, because he had a pretty good impact last year. It's not looking the same this year. But we'll see how everything plays out for them. They're a decent team. Just obviously not a playoff team, We'll see what the future holds. Chiefs versus Colts, big upset here. Very big upset. Did not expect this. I can't say very big upset. It's very big because the Colts didn't have a win yet. But it was a big upset. I'll say that. But only because, like I said, Colts didn't have a win. And they've been struggling. Who that? I think Alec Pierce he played. Also, Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman played. I'm tripping. Yeah, like I said, I just stick to that. They just didn't have a win. And then Chiefs were hot. That's what it was. Chiefs were hot. Lost track of thought. Chiefs were looking good, spreading the ball this year, doing everything right. Their defense has been looking really good. So just didn't expect the game to go like that. What was it? 7-3-3-7. So they didn't score in the fourth quarter at all. That's what it came down to. Juju led them in receiving. Travis had him some nice plays in this game as well that I remember. They tried to get the run game going. Clyde had 7 carries for 0 yards. That is tough. Colts defense stepped up then when it came down to that. Jonathan Taylor had 71 rushing yards. Let's see. Okay. Pittman. Pierce did pretty solid too. I think he had some pretty good catches in this game. This could be a turn of the tide for the Colts. We'll see. They do get Darius Leonard back soon. They just gotta stay healthy, and Matt Ryan's a good quarterback, so keep connecting with the receivers. What's his name? The Jelani Woods. He looked like he got some good potential as well. Him and Alec Pierce. I think Woods scored in this game, if I'm not mistaken. He scored 2 touchdowns. So yeah, got some good potential. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm not worried about the Chiefs at all. They could be fine. We all should know that. Texans Bears. Texans look so iffy, and I think the biggest issue for the Texans is offense. Defensively, they've been making plays. They've been doing things. They haven't been scored on high at all this year so far. Forced Justin Fields to throw 2 interceptions. So there's 2. Yeah, he threw 2 picks. He's been playing pretty good this season for the most part. Pretty solid. I'll say that. Only threw 106 yards. Khalil Herbert went off, had 157 yards. So that was really his game right there. David Montgomery getting hurt. Sheesh. Khalil was nice though, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. Then they got Tristan Ebner. I like him a lot too, so we'll see how everything play out down the road. But as far as this game here, Texans, man, they offensively they got to figure something out. Like, they look better than they did last year sometimes, but then it's sometimes like Dameon Pierce, adding him to this is good. We have a feature back, but I don't know, man. It just feel like you're missing a lot. I feel like you're missing a lot. So I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Maybe another receiver could be added in there. I know we signed Tyler Johnson. Haven't seen him play yet. OJ, I seen OJ play in the first game. I don't really see him get as many targets or snaps as he did just in that first game. And I think he could be a pretty good threat for us. But defensively, I feel like we okay. I ain't gonna say we're good, but I feel like we okay. I think offensively we'll be playing a lot better. Jaguars versus the Chargers. Trevor Lawrence had a great game. James Robinson 100 on the dot. Travis Etienne had some solid carries backing him up. Say Jones 85. This receiving corps is playing nice. All three receivers got a touchdown. And nice squad, man. Defensively and also offensively, they've been playing nice. The Chargers were handicapped, but I didn't expect this game to go like this. First of all, I still expected the Chargers to win. Second of all, if I ever would have thought that it could be a chance of a loss, I wouldn't have expected the score to be like this or it to go in this direction. Like they dominated them. They dominated the Chargers, bro. Honestly, Justin Player hurt. No Keenan Allen. Austin Eckler only had 4 carries for 5 yards. They just shut them down. It's crazy. Josh Palmer 6 for 99. Jalen Guyton, I think he's gonna be out for a while. Hopefully Keenan comes back this week. We'll see. Don't know, but hopefully he does. Yeah, man, they just got dominated. We got to see a little bit more from them. Maybe just it's just one of those games. Maybe that's the scenario, but we'll see later down the road if they continue to have some of these issues. And then with the Jaguars, everything looked right for them, man. They got everybody healthy, playing nice, playing good. So we'll see if they could win the division. That would be crazy. Matthew Stafford, Rams, Cardinals. Stafford 249, no touchdowns, no picks. Cam Akers 12 for 61 and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp 120 and a touchdown. Ben Skoranek had him a pretty solid game. They use him in a lot of different ways. I saw him come out the backfield at fullback. That is so creative. That's a crazy mismatch too, because it's not gonna linebacker's not gonna be able to cover him. I saw the what's his name? The 49ers do it with Debo, and a linebacker was on him. So same thing, it's like they're not gonna be able to cover him. So interesting play calling. Very innovative teams. Rams, 49ers, Chiefs. Patriots have their days, when they get like that. But very innovative teams. Let's see, Darian Kendrick, he was everywhere. He had him a pretty good game, man. I think I even recognized him, seen him before. Collar, they did pretty good against him. 314, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Marquise Brown had a good 14 for 140. Sheesh, he went off. Aside from having a touchdown, Greg Dortch, he's been pretty consistent. If I'm being honest, Greg Dortch has been a consistent receiver. Got to give it to him. You're gonna end it there with them. Cardinals, I don't know, man. A questionable team. I don't really know what to think of them for real. They're a nice team, got some nice players, but I can't really predict their trajectory. Packers and Buccaneers, tough game, tight game. Buccaneers didn't have none of their top 3 receivers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they didn't have none of their top 3 receivers. So we'll chop this up to a playoff rematch. I'm looking forward to see how that's gonna go. A-Rod did his thing, them spreading the ball as well. Romeo Dobbs. Is it Doubs or Dobbs? Because on TV they pronounce it as Dobbs, but it's spelled like Doubs. But seemed like they were getting him a lot of targets. He was making plays. Seemed like he's gonna be pretty good. Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon pretty much held in check. They stopped the run game. It's 12 for 36, 12 for 32. They say they're not having it. Same thing with the Packers though. 12 for 35 for Leonard Fournette. This was a defensive game. Each team had to work for everything they got. Russell Gage, 12 catches, 87 yards. Primary target. We'll see how everything goes with him next week. See if Mike comes back or Julio or Chris. They're gonna need that. Hopefully Cole Beasley has an impact moving forward. But I definitely think next year, if Tom does come back, they draft a receiver in the first round, and I mean a receiver who is not a project, but he's ready to start day one. Falcons versus Seahawks. I picked the Falcons to win. I remember this being a solid game. I think Geno played pretty decent in this game. Cordell Patterson went off, dominated, 17 for 141. They are 1-2. Kyle Pitts had him a pretty good game this week. Finally, 5 for 87. Looked like they were actually trying to get him involved, give him some tight end screens. I didn't see them doing that stuff in the first two games, so it's pretty good. Drake London 3 for 54. Looked like he's going to be the number one receiver. Geno did, like I said, Geno, he had some solid throws in this game. Did pretty good. Rashad Penny, solid game for him. DK Metcalf 5 for 64. He had him a nice touchdown catch in that game. Tyler Lockett 9 for 76. I can't really pinpoint what the issue was for the Seahawks in this one. Y'all let me know. But I like the Falcons a little better right now, so I don't know. I know that's why I picked them, but I don't really remember too much of the details that went into that game. 49ers and Broncos, very low scoring game, very defensive game, but I feel like as well the play calling for both offenses wasn't the best. And not just play calling, but execution, especially on the 49ers side. I feel like they weren't executing a lot. But we'll see how that plays out in the future. Debo 5 for 73. Brandon Ayuk 3 for 39 and a touchdown. Jeff Wilson pretty much took the load of the carries, 12 for 75. Jimmy G 211, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He had that safety he stepped out on. That was kind of wild. I don't know, man. Maybe Jimmy just need to shake back. You know, been out for 2 games roughly. Get back into the flow of things. Russell Wilson 184. Javonte Williams 15 carries. Melvin 12 carries, 26 and a touchdown, 58 yards. Courtland Sutton looks dominant. Good receiver. We all know that. Melvin added another 5 for 29. They're not looking like the elite offense we expected them to look like at all. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They're not. We'll see how everything goes later down the road, but right now the Broncos are not looking like how I anticipated them to look. Cowboys keep doing it with Cooper Rush, man. Another good game, 215 touchdown. Tony Pollard had 105 carries. Zeke had 105 yards. Zeke had 73 yards and a touchdown. So both good stat lines from both players. CeeDee Lamb had him a pretty solid game. I think he dropped a pass, but he had a one-hander that he made it up for, if I'm not mistaken. I think, did he drop one? I don't know, but that one-hander in the end zone was nice. 8 for 87, Noah Brown, 5 for 54. Pretty solid game for him. Peyton Hendershot had him some catches with Dalton Schultz out. Cowboys defense is crazy, man. They looking nice. I'll be honest. Daniel Jones 196 and an interception, no touchdowns. Saquon, he had him a good game. Jones had him a good game rushing, but other than that, man. Sterling Shepard out for the season. It's crazy. So Richie James and David Sills are the starters, but I said this before, they pay Kenny Golladay big money. Darius Slayton was a nice receiver at one point. I see he's active and on the roster, but I don't see him play. And then Kadarius Toney, I don't see him play. You know, they drafted him in the first round, so they kind of forced to play them now with just Richie James and David Sills on the roster. So Kenny going to get some snaps. We'll see how everything plays out. It's just strange because David Sills and Richie James was not like the receivers on my radar to start this year at all. I'm thinking, hey, they finna come back with Kadarius Toney. Kenny Golladay maybe he's about to get back into it. They got Sterling Shepard. They got Darius Slayton. They got a deep receiving core. Got 4 good receivers, and then the 2 guys who started. No offense to them, I didn't expect these 2 to be starters. You know, I thought them other guys were pretty talented, but we'll see how everything plays out. You know, we'll see. But Giants played solid defensively, just not, I feel like their offense didn't match it enough. You know, they had trouble stopping the run, but other than that, it was a solid game. So we're in it there for that. Let's go ahead and check stats. See player stats. All right, we're gonna check out our stat leaders. The boy Josh Allen leading in passing, So our top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Funny how we have Joe Flacco top 10 at passing yards. Pretty funny. So Josh, Tua, Jalen, Justin, Joe, Carson, Jameis, Mahomes, Derek Carr, and Joe Burrow. Top 10 in passing right now. Completion percentage, it's a good one. Ooh, Josh and Tua both 70%. That's interesting. Trevor Lawrence 69%. He's doing okay, doing his thing. He got a nice receiving core. Matthew Stafford 72%. Geno Smith 77. Really? Wow. Geno Smith got 77 completion percentage. Wow. Aaron Rodgers 72. Okay. Interesting numbers there. Most touchdowns as of right now. Let's see his touchdowns. He's leading the league in passing. I thought this was total for a second. Seeing Lamar name up there, that's pretty wild. Lamar leading the league in passing touchdowns, 10-2 ratio. Josh 9-2. Mahomes 8-1, only one pick so far this season. All right. Tua 8-2. Goff, Goff doing his thing this year, man. Justin Herbert 7-2. Carson Wentz not doing terrible. I'm not gonna say he's just doing amazing or he's doing just really good, but he's not doing terrible this year, if I'm being honest. Trevor only one interception as well, 6-1. Jacoby only has one interception. Jalen only has one interception. Okay, it's interesting. Let's see. Rushing yards. Go ahead, check rushing real quick. Nick Chubb leading him in rushing. Passed up Saquon. So look at Cordell Patterson, bro. Bro's just a receiver 2 years ago. Now third in rushing. I think he's gonna finish in the top 5. I think so. They playing him heavy in the backfield. Last year I feel like it was like half and half. Like it was he half a receiver, half in the backfield. They playing him heavy in the backfield. I feel like right now. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did not even peep Lamar right there, nor did I peep Khalil Herbert. I didn't know Khalil had more rushing yards than David Montgomery. I did not know that. I think he just passed him up in his last game. He had to, because I didn't know he was. Yeah, he had 150 in his last game. So yeah. That's really where that jumped him up to. Shoot, DeAndre Swift out. Jamal Williams finna jump up too. And then Jeff Wilson, he'll be up there pretty soon if they keep running rock like that with him. So we got Nick Chubb, of course, Saquon, Lamar being Lamar, man. Number 4 in rushing. C-Mac back. DeAndre Swift, he about to miss some games, so he about to fall. James Robinson been pretty consistent. He got Leonard Fournette. We'll see how things go. Leonard. Touchdowns, Chubb 4, Jamal Williams 4, Khalil Herbert 3, Jalen Hurts 3. Okay, I want to see the attempts real quick again. So Cardell only got 49 attempts. Lamar only got 26. I mean, he coming from the quarterback position, so that's different. That's still pretty crazy. 20+ yard runs. Chubb got 4. James Robinson got 4. James ain't even like a speedster like that, but he be moving. I give it to him. Saquon 3, Lamar 3, 40+ yard runs. Anybody got 2? DeAndre Swift got 2. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think it's interesting. Rushing first downs. Cordell Patterson. That's valuable. You gonna lie. Receivers, most catches right now. Kupp, Diggs, Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mark Andrews. See Mark up there. Curtis Samuel, Jamar Chase, Austin Eckler, Tyreek Hill, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett. Okay. Hey man, Dortch has been pretty consistent, bro. I gotta give it to him, bro. Greg Dortch been very consistent. Yards, Diggs, Waddle, Hill, Brown, Sutton, Kupp, Olave. Okay, rookie. Christian Kirk, money man. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra gonna get paid. He keep this up, man. Marquise Brown. All right. It's pretty good to see Justin Jefferson up here, considering he had 2 games where he had some pretty low receiving yards, but pretty cool though. Let's see touchdowns. Come on. Diggs leading at 4. Devontae got 3. It's kind of tough though as far as his yards. Seems like he really balling like that, but he got 3, so that's good. Let's check out the big play receivers. The most 20+ yard receptions is Tyreek Hill with 6. Matt Collins got 5. He probably just had like 3 alone in this last game. It's crazy as same thing with Devontae Parker. Probably had like 3 alone in this last game. Let's see, 40 yarders. Jalen Waddle got 3. Rashad, yeah. All right. Receiving first down receptions. Fumbles, let's see. So you're gonna look for forced fumbles. Josh Allen 2, Randy Gregory 2, Trey Hendrickson 2, Jonathan Jones got 2. Oh wow. I know they punch it out a lot in out there in up in New England. At least it seemed like it. I don't know if it's just him or it seemed like it's Jonathan Owens is leading in tackles. I think this Simone Biles' boyfriend. He got 36 right now. His number 36. That's funny. He be all over the field though. I ain't gonna lie, I do see him a lot. So that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought for him to be leading in tackles. I think he plays either nickel or safety. I think, but to be leading the league in tackles right now is pretty wild. See who leading in solo tackles. See about that. Probably a linebacker. Pete Werner. Yeah, but Pete Werner, man, he nice. He nice. Alex Highsmith leading in sacks right now. Gary Hughes got 4. He been playing pretty good. Mean Davis, I see him down there. Interceptions, who got the most? Marcus Williams with 3. Jamel Dean 2. Minka Fitzpatrick 2. Eddie Jackson 2. Jalen Petrie just snagged 2 in 1 game. All right, that's it for that. And then we're gonna check out team stats, and then we out of here, man. Leading the league in passing. The 49ers? In a way. Oh no, it's just alphabetical right now. Okay, it wasn't filtered. Okay, leading the league in passing. Ooh, the Bears got the least passing yards. Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Eagles, Chargers, Commanders. Look at the Commanders, it's wild. Saints, Chiefs, Raiders, Bengals. All right, let's go to the bottom. It's Texans, Bucks down there, surprising. So that's like below average right here, I'd say. It's average right here, probably. Bears dead last, Panthers second to last, Niners, Giants, Steelers, that's tough. Browns playing decent though. I ain't gonna lie, they just heavy run. Steelers not like they heavy run, or Giants are heavy run. 49ers is heavy run too, but I feel like Browns quarterback play has been decent, like not terrible, but ain't been the best. But yeah, compared to the other teams, I'd say decent. Rushing yards. Wow, Chargers. Browns, the best rushing team right now. Bears second, Lions third, Giants 4th, Falcons 5th, Niners 6th, Eagles 7th, Ravens 8th, Packers, Jaguars, Cowboys, Broncos. I guess something interesting, Lions, because they've been doing pretty solid in the past as well. Eagles been pretty solid in the past, so they're looking balanced. Ravens doing their thing. Let's see, bottom of the pack. Texans, we always bottom with everything, bro. Chargers got the worst rushing offense. Dolphins second worst. Rams third. Seahawks got some nice running backs though. I ain't gonna lie. Well, same thing with all these teams. They all got pretty nice running backs. They just not doing it enough when it comes to rushing. Let's see. Yards per carry. Who got the best yards per carry? Lions averaging 5.9 right now. It's really good. It's very, very good. Let's see. I think that's defense. I was about to say, I think that's it for a second. So the best pass defense. Let's see. Who had the best completion percentage? The Saints. So Texans got a good completion percentage too. Wow. Considering that the fact I'm thinking about offense. So Saints, Texans got some good secondaries apparently. Bengals, Eagles, Jaguars, Giants, Commanders, Panthers, Lions. Let's see. As far as yards, so Texans, they decent as far as yards, but completion percentage though, they doing their thing. Niners got the best secondary when it comes to yards. I feel like completion percentage might be a little bit more important. Like, no bias on that statement. It's just because if they're running on you, then they're not gonna pass on you as much. But I feel like the completion percentage is more of a testament to how well they playing. But let's see who allowed the most yards. The Ravens. Gosh, wasn't they like that last year as well? Dolphins, surprisingly. Well, they played Josh Allen. They played a good quarterback, and Lamar was playing good too. So I'll give them that. Cardinals, Vikings, Commanders, Falcons, Raiders. See who got the most picks. 0 picks for the Cardinals, Saints, Giants. Most interceptions, Jags 6. Wow, Jaguars defense been playing good. Ravens defense, Bills, Texans. Okay, Texans. Defensive touchdowns. The Commanders got 8. Are y'all serious? Is this touchdowns allowed or is this touchdown scored? Ain't no way. Commanders can have 8 defensive touchdowns. That can't be accurate. I guess it is because Bills for sure haven't allowed 2 touchdowns on the season. That's crazy. That is crazy. In 3 games. Ain't no way. Commanders. Who they just played last? Versus Eagles. No, they didn't do nothing against the Eagles. Commanders versus Jaguars. What's no way. No, that's not right. All right, she got the Lions. What they did against Lions. One, 2, 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 27. Yeah, so no, I don't know what that is. What this is. This can't be total touchdowns allowed. Oh, passing touchdowns allowed. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, that's reasonable. That make a little bit more sense. It's clicking. Okay, sacks. Cowboys got 13, leading the league in sacks. Some D-lines who need help. The Cardinals only 2, Raiders 2, Giants 3, Colts, Saints, Jets, Panthers, and then we have the Texans is up there, man. Defensively they playing pretty good. At least what it appears. Aside from this last game they had, well, nah, never mind, because they allowed a lot of rushing yards to Jonathan Taylor too. So against the pass though, it seems like they're playing decent. Rushing yards. So let's see who has the best yard per carry. The Colts have the best run defense right now. Colts, 49ers, Bills, Jaguars, Chiefs. Wow, it's a testament to the Chiefs, man. As good as the team they are offensively, that's pretty good. Jets, Bucks, Rams, pretty good. Raiders, rushing yards. Most rushing yards. Oh, Texans. Oh, y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. Texans, Bears, Seahawks, Titans, Steelers, Lions, Saints, Giants. Oh, man. Let's see. Fumbles. Got the most forced fumbles. Broncos with 6. Cardinals 6. Bengals 5. But forcing fumbles. Ravens up there with everything in almost every category, bro. Fumble return touchdowns. Fumble recoveries. I think we checked the interceptions already, so we good, man. I think that's it. Yeah, y'all hit that like button for me. This was long, much longer than I expected. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Stay blessed.